Hello, I am Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz, May 12, 2016 at 12:20 a.m. Birmingham. Topic: Elizabeth Warren versus Donald Trump. I have a comment about what she said, and I'm going to read it. She said to him something about being Native American. Let me tell you about my side of the Native American family, because what she is saying and what I remember are completely opposite. Elizabeth Warren said that growing up being Native American was part of my story growing up. I guess as far back as when I was born, I can remember the stories that was part of my family. And here's what I'm saying. I don't believe her. And here's why. I am 1/4 Cherokee Indian. My dad's mother was full-blown Cherokee Indian, whose family died during the Trail of Tears. Her grandparents, 100% Cherokee, died on or near the journey's end. Her parents, full 100% Cherokee, while in Oklahoma. My grandmother was born in 1893. It was at that time they prepared the return trip to their home. We do not know what happened to my grandparents or my great-grandparents, but they disappeared. And my grandmother was taken from Oklahoma and adopted out to a couple in Mississippi. She was told as a young girl, you can never tell anyone who you really are. This was embedded into their memory because they were constantly reminded of it. So as she grew up, married, once again, the federal government warned her never tell anyone who she was, a Cherokee Indian. Even my father was warned as well. My dad, born in 1913, I think that was it. His mother, my grandmother, told every child, or children, you cannot tell anyone who you are. My dad told me this only in my teens, but not before. So the latter part of the story that I'm hearing this is that as they're growing up, you can't tell anyone who you are because you'll not be accepted in these schools. You will not be accepted as a white person. You will be taken as black and treated as black. I don't know if that's true because there was not anything going on, a battle at that time between black and white, at least not that I know of. Could have, but let me carry on, I'm sorry. So my dad, again, told me this only in my teens, but not before. And I'm doubtful Elizabeth Warren is being truthful. If she was, then she should remember that story as well as I remember that story. Cherokee Indians are more than you think in numbers, but most don't even know they're Cherokee Indian, or at least that heritage. I proudly tell all my great-great-grandparents died on the Trail of Tears. My great-grandparents died in Oklahoma. And the return back to ancestral lands, my grandmother was taken away at age 6. She was born in 1893. My dad and every brother and sister, all but one, had black hair, high cheekbones, and there were 15 children in that family. 2 died at birth, twins. Cherokee and Native Americans, most did not name children who died at birth. It was in 1997 that my dad, very poor health, he died in 1998, took me to the place where they were buried. And we did find the headstone. There were two. They were small. One read boy, one read girl. So if anyone sees this, pass that along to Donald Trump, because Elizabeth Warren either does not have all the details of that heritage or she's not of that heritage. If so, that would have come out. She would at least know of that. Unless there's only one way to stay out of it. If her parents were wealthy and they hid it from her completely. But my parents were not, and my grandmother's full-blooded Cherokee, and I never understood a word she said growing up. Just wanted to pass that along. Jody with Expoz.